BCA 101, Introduction to Computers and Information Systems. We're going to talk a little bit about information technology and how the internet connects different websites to allow us to do that. So, this unit is much shorter than the previous one. We're going to really spend a little time but mention a little bit about the history of computing, attributes of technology, why we use technology to manage data, converting that into information, speed, accuracy, the quantity, and reliability. We'll talk about those. How to access the internet in order to allow us to use websites. And you know, we've talked about that the internet is the infrastructure that allows us to get to websites. Communicating on the internet, everything from social media to email to lots of different ways. Video conferencing nowadays, identify search engines, a little bit more about those, and really try to distinguish facts from opinions on the internet. They're very important. You know, what is somebody's opinion or what is a fact? And the value of the information we pull off of there. Technology in society, impacts, positive and possibly negative, and how it might affect us individually. A little bit on computing history. Computing history, you know, you could go way back to 3000 BC, and I believe the abacus was invented. And then jump way up to more recently, we had a slide rule. I remember using a slide rule when I was in high school. Then we had calculators, and really the concepts were about in the 40s, where some of the first really true computing concepts developed, and we first started inventing actual computers 50s, in the 50s, and we had this first generation of computers, and they had vacuum tubes and big, slow, etc. But we first had the first technologies. In the 40s, guys like Alan Turing had the concepts of computing and programming. And some of that first we're starting to put into place, vacuum tubes and large computers. Then transistors, then integrated circuits. And next thing you know, we have the high-speed devices we have nowadays. PCs, smartphones, we still have big computers, servers, clusters of computers, and so forth. Also, if you think way back, we had the agriculture society, which then went to the industrial revolution, and now the information communications technology. To now, so much of what we do in the world has to do with managing data and how that data converted into used for information communications technology. All right. So you can just imagine how jobs have changed over time here, from an agricultural to people working in factories to now people working with information. And that's a little bit. There's lots of good information on the can be accessed through the internet via different websites concerning computing history. So that's an introduction to Unit 2.